Well, it looks like we might have an idea of when the upcoming Lenovo Legion Go 2 might be coming out, which is interesting because I'd say this is probably one of the more anticipated devices this year with the OLED screen, the new Z2 Extreme processor, the refined detachable controllers, all that kind of stuff. I know myself and a lot of others that are waiting to get hands-on with these devices, so it's interesting to see some information come out today that could point towards when to expect it. So let's go ahead and get into it and take a look. All right, so there have been a few articles, of course, already about this when it comes to video cards, notebook check, and also the original Lenovo Legion Go 512 gigabyte model seems to be going on sale, at least on Amazon, for 29% off, making it $499 instead of $699. This isn't really a big surprise. These devices go on and off sale quite often, and you can grab these for $500 to $600 and get them on sale. But considering it's the same time as kind of this leak, I just find that could be a little bit interesting. But we'll go ahead and take a look at this article from Notebook Check, and we'll see what they're saying about the possibility of the release date for the upcoming Legion Go 2. All right, so the Lenovo Legion Go 2 was shown off earlier this year as one of the first handhelds to run AMD's new Ryzen Z2 Extreme SoC, but the sample shown was a prototype, and there was no information about how much it would cost or when the handheld would launch. This was kind of disappointing, but they did have a live stream talking about this and how they were really trying to do a lot more testing and get things ready for the device, ready to go. So they didn't want to rush it out. So I always kind of assumed fall or September, October, November time for this device, and in my opinion, probably $999 to $1199. So $1,000 to $1,200 considering the OLED screen, the Z2 Extreme, and all that. But we'll see what happens there. Anyway. In reply to a customer query, a representative from Lenovo LATM Latin America said the Lenovo Legion Go 2 would hit shelves sometime in September. These consoles usually launch everywhere once, so one can reasonably assume it would be a global launch date. That said, the information needs to be taken with a grain of salt, as support staff often gets these things wrong. Nevertheless, the September release date for Legion Go 2 makes perfect sense. Yeah, I think it would make sense. September or November. Supposedly, the upcoming AI Z2 Extreme device from Xbox and ASUS would be coming in October, according to a leak. Possibly pre-orders as early as August. So getting this out in September before that might be a good thing, or maybe just wait until right after. But I don't think they'd want to be too close to that release if Xbox is releasing that in October. It will arrive just in time before the ROG Xbox Ally X, that's what we were talking about, and try to establish itself as the better Ryzen Z2 branded handheld. While the Legion Go 2 might not launch with SteamOS out of the box, there's a good chance it will be supported officially at launch. So far, SteamOS has proven to be better over traditional Windows-powered handhelds, and it'll be interesting to see if it can keep up the lead with the ROG Xbox Ally's new trimmed-down version of OS, which is just something I really like seeing from Microsoft and Xbox, and them finally kind of taking the whole OS thing more serious and see if we can get something that's going to work a lot better on handhelds and maybe some other devices that they'll be working on. But a lot remains to be seen with that later this year too. And then that leaves the MSI Claw 8, which might also launch around the same time. So far, these are the only three devices with the Ryzen Z2 Extreme. Yes, I was talking about this earlier. The Legion Go 2, the new Xbox ROG Xbox Ally X, and the new upcoming MSI Claw 8 AMD model are all going to be Z2 Extremes. Now, there are two different SKUs on the Z stack of chips for AMD. You have the Z2 Extreme regular, and you have the AI Z2 Extreme. The Xbox Ally X is going to be using the AI Z2 Extreme, and as far as I know, the Legion Go 2 is using the regular Z2 Extreme, and I don't know how much of a real difference there's going to be between that, and they're using the same GPU and everything, so we'll see how that works out. But I had also heard a rumor that maybe they were changing theirs to the AI as well, or having two different options, so we'll have to see how that pans out. AMD just has a lot of APUs in that Z series stack, so it's hard to tell what they're going to do there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because we will have probably all three of these devices between September and December landing and coming out with the Z2 Extreme, which is exciting because I've been dying to get hands-on and test that new chip when it comes out. And I know a lot of you are waiting to get new handhelds, either replace or upgrade or get your first handheld for this chip to come out and be available so you can invest your money in that and get more time out of your device. So looks like we might be seeing it sooner rather than later. If it really does wind up being September, that could make July or August pre-orders if that winds up being true, which means we could be pre-ordering the ROG Xbox Ally X and the Legion Go 2 at around the same time. So that'll be pretty interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is going to land around September? Or do you think they're going to come in more like October, November with this? I think September could be fairly realistic. I wouldn't be surprised to see an announcement happen probably sometime in July, but we'll definitely keep an eye out for it. And I see anything else, I'll of course make a video and put it up here. But yeah, I got to get back to finishing my reviews of the Legion Go S devices I have here, the Z2 Go and the Z1 Extreme, so I can get those out next as well. But anyways, guys, as always, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.